Ah yes, hot chocolate, a classic winter treat. I love hot chocolate. I don't know about you, but I don't drink coffee or really that many teas, so hot chocolate is kind of the holiday drink for me. And there are many different brands and many different kinds of hot chocolate. There are different flavored ones. So I thought, what brand actually has the best hot chocolate? I've tried a few here and there, but what one's actually the best? So I went out and bought myself a variety of different kinds here. We've got the Nestlé. You've got your classic Swiss Miss milk chocolate. And these are all milk chocolate. I have no sugar added, essential everyday hot chocolate here. I have the, whatever this is, Beaumont cocoa from Aldi. This one is, again, just like your classic hot chocolate. Then I've got the Swiss Miss non-dairy variety. And then I have Ghirardelli double chocolate. So this is as close as I could find to like a milk chocolate kind of a thing. And then I have Land O'Lakes classics. Now, worth noting is that there was one brand that I did not buy that I found at the store, and that was the Starbucks milk chocolate hot chocolate mix. And the reason I didn't buy that is because I don't think it's worth it for anyone to buy that. It's $7, and you get eight packets of hot chocolate. This one right here, this costs like $1.50, and you get what? Is it 8 in here? Yeah, you get 8 envelopes. For that much more, there's no way it's worth it. Even this non-dairy like special chocolate, it was like $3.50. That's half the amount that the Starbucks one costs. So no, I'm not testing the Starbucks one. So I'm gonna go get myself some liquid to actually stir this stuff into, and then we'll start. So I've got 7 different brands here. They're all milk chocolate. Now I personally like the peppermint one the most, but I didn't know if they would have peppermint in all the different brands. So if I really want to, I can add it to this stuff. But we're gonna have a little taste test here and see which one is the best, which one's the worst, and then we'll see from there. Okay, so I went and got myself some milk. This is 1% milk, and it's been heated up, obviously, to hot chocolate temperature. It's not whole milk, it's not skim milk, it's in the middle. So I think this is what most people would use for hot chocolate. It's a good middle ground control group. So I'm going to start off with Swiss Miss. This is the milk chocolate one, like I said, and I feel like this is kind of your average hot chocolate, the one that most people make. At least for me, this is the one that I've had the most. So this one comes with, I think most of them come with like 8 packets in them. I'm not going to be like analyzing the cost ratio, how much it costs compared to how many packets you get. But we got the Swiss Miss here packet. All right, so there's quite a bit in here. Like, I feel like there's a ton of sugar. Like, that's pretty much all this is just sugar and like cocoa powder. So maybe these won't taste that different at all. But that's what I'm here to see. So I got my little spoon here. Mix it on up. And then I've got a little candy cane here, in case I want to mix it up with this or add some peppermint to it. Alright, I think that's pretty adequately stirred up. Let's put this down here. Let's get this is I would say is pretty much the control one compared to all the rest. It's the one most people, I would assume, have had. Yeah, very sweet, but what hot chocolate isn't. And yeah, I mean, this is what I think of when I think of hot chocolate. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really stand out. It's not super strong cocoa-wise, but it's not nothing. I would say this is probably an 8 out of 10 right here. If you're putting this on a tier list, I would say this is a solid A right here. Alright, so that was the Swiss Miss. So I will keep all these over here on the side, I guess, and then we'll see what ends up happening. So I'm going to go with the second, probably most popular, which is the Nestlé hot chocolate. They make smaller versions of this in the pouches as well. I just had this one. But I'm assuming that if you're not going to get the Swiss Miss, you're probably going to get the Nestlé because they sell that quite a few places. So I'm going to spoon in here probably about the same amount that the pouch had. Is there a recommended? It's 2 tablespoons. I think that this spoon I have is close to a teaspoon. So I guess I'll put in 2 like large scoops. Maybe a teeny bit of a little one. Then yeah, I would say that's about the same amount. Alright, let's stir this on up. And I'm assuming when I'm stirring all these that they're all going to be pretty similar. Like they're all going to dissolve just as quickly. Maybe not. If anything comes up, obviously I will say what happened. But just the smell. This smells a little different just as I'm stirring it up kind of a thing. It's not like it smells better or worse. It just smells a little bit different. I think the cocoa that they use is a little different. I mean, it's what you get in Nestle bars or whatever. What candies does Nestle make? Some chocolate bar, I'm assuming. Some other main brand. I will say this one has been taking longer to stir up. It's kind of clumpy. You gotta get all those clumps out, but I think it's fairly good now. Okay. So let's taste this one. This is the Nestle milk chocolate. Rich milk chocolate. See, I think this is significantly worse. Even though I think that these cost about the same, maybe the Nestle costs a little bit less. It just doesn't have quite the flavor to it. It tastes like in here there's more sugar and less cocoa. So it's more like you're just adding a bunch of sugar to it rather than like a bunch of hot chocolate. There's less chocolate in here. It's not terrible, but it kind of reminds me of like some hot chocolate mixes that you get like at a hotel. I don't remember what brand they were, but like sometimes if you go on a trip or something and you go to a hotel, they have those little hot chocolate packets. And sometimes they're really good. Like sometimes they have like the Ghirardelli ones, but sometimes they just have like some bad ones. And this one reminds me of those bad ones. I mean, overall, it's hot chocolate. You're going to be satisfied with it, but compared to at least this one, it's not all that great. I'm going to give this a D on the tier list. Alright, next up, we are doing the Essential Everyday Milk Chocolate Hot Cocoa Mix. And this one is no sugar added. I thought this would be an interesting one to try. See if the no sugar added is actually bad. I'm assuming it's fake sugar. You have to have something. The total sugar 8. 0 grams of added sugars. Well, where did the sugar come from? That makes no sense. Okay, but the Essential Everyday, I think a few stores carry it. I got this from Cub Foods, but it's like the store brand. It's not like a special hot chocolate maker or anything like that. Again, you get like the same pouches here, and then they really want you to know that there's no sugar added here. No sugar added hot cocoa mix. All right. My prediction is that it's not going to be all that great tasting. But maybe it'll be better for you. I don't know. Sometimes those artificial sugars aren't even better for you. Just looking at this packaging too. There's like plastic in when you're trying to rip it off. It's not like that paperish thing, so it's a little harder to open up. All right, stir this bad boy up. Alright, I think that's pretty stirred up. This one was easier to stir up than the Nestle one, which is surprising. I thought the Nestle would be easier. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's give this one a shot. No, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. That doesn't taste right at all. Like it's mixed up, but like it kind of tastes a little bit like a powder, kind of like there's powdered sugar in there instead of like the grain kind of sugar. But it tastes weird. I don't know if it's that the cocoa's not quite as high quality as the rest, or if it's because of the sugar or because of both. I'm assuming it's probably both. It says no sugar added, but it says not a low calorie product. But it's 50 calories per envelope, so I wouldn't say that that's a high calorie product. I don't know. I feel like anyone who's getting this is just cheating themselves out on a good cup of hot chocolate. If you're gonna have hot chocolate in the first place, why go for the no sugar added? You're obviously you're trying to indulge yourself. If you're trying to stay healthy, you're not gonna drink hot chocolate in the first place. You're gonna go out and get, I don't know, a smoothie or just drink water or milk. Yeah, this isn't really all that good. It's not terrible. Like, it's not like I drink it and I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever had. Ugh, like I start barfing all over the place. But it's not like, I don't know why someone would buy this. I guess I bought it, but I don't know why someone would buy it. I guess because it's cheap. I don't think it's much cheaper than the rest of these. So unfortunately, I think the essential everyday, no sugar added milk chocolate hot chocolate mix is going in the F tier, unfortunately. Okay, so for a little change of pace, since I already have the Swiss Miss over here, which I'm not going to get rid of, I thought I may as well compare it to the Swiss Miss non-dairy. This is a non-dairy version, so I can't use milk for this, 1% milk. So I have some water here, purified water, and it says it's new. It's a non-dairy hot chocolate mix made with non-fat dried coconut milk. It's pretty interesting. So I don't know if this. I'm assuming it'll taste a little different. It's even got this different packaging, but it has the same packet. So just trying to be cool, I guess. And fatter packets too. And it says chocolate flavor. I don't know if they have different flavor, but whatever. I'm assuming this is for people who are lactose intolerant. I don't think it's for, well, maybe it could be for vegans, I guess. Yeah, sure, whatever. All right. Now it's I feel it has to taste a little different. Oh, I spilled a little bit. It has to taste a little different because you're not using milk. But if it has dried milk in here, maybe it'll taste pretty similar, or maybe it'll even taste better. I don't know. Right away, it seems like it stirs like the easiest of anything I've seen. There's no clumping. It just pretty much dissolves in the water. Like, you don't even really need to mix it. It's just done now. I'm gonna mix it just to make sure. It looks darker than some of the others, I think because there's not that milk in there, that white color. It looks kind of like a coffee. And you can obviously make, I think, any of these with water if you don't have any milk. But I just think milk is kind of the definitive way to enjoy. Alright, let's try this. It doesn't taste quite as I thought it would. I thought it'd be more. I thought there'd be more of a coconut milk taste in there, but you really can't taste it. Like, there's a hint, like a faint hint. Yeah, you really have to think about this one to really bring out the flavors. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It has a little bit more of like a kick to it. Not really as much as, like, say, an actual mint. But it kind of has more so than, like, it's not super creamy. It's more just sweet. Which I guess makes sense. Because I think coconut milk, too, is already, like, kind of sweet. I guess it depends if you get unsweetened or sweetened. Okay, so comparing this to the regular Swiss Miss, so this is the regular one with milk. And it's milk chocolate. And then this one is the coconut milk one. The coconut milk. The regular Swiss Miss definitely tastes more. You can taste the cocoa a bit more. This one is just like more sugar, but it's not like completely overwhelming with sugar. Again, I think if you're getting this because you want the hot chocolate experience, but you can't drink milk or something, I think this is a great alternative. It's certainly not bad at all. I think for people who can drink milk or who choose to drink milk, I think you're probably better off just getting the regular Swiss Miss or, one of these other ones, because you're really not getting anything out of this extra. It costs a little bit extra. You're really not tasting any coconut or any fruity things or anything in here. Like I said, there's a small hint of coconut milk, but it's not. You can't really taste it, I guess. So on a tier list, I would say this is a solid B. Solid B this is. Alright, getting back to the 1% milk. The cow milk. We've got 3 varieties of hot chocolate left. We've got the Ghirardelli, we've got the Cocoa Classics, and we've got whatever the heck this is, the Aldi one. So I think, let's try one of these little ones now. This is the Land O'Lakes. So I'm guessing it'll be, before I taste it, I'm guessing it'll be okay, but not great. But I don't know. This is the Chocolate Supreme. This is the closest I could find to like a milk chocolate. They had a peppermint one, I think, and they had a dark chocolate one. I don't think this is dark chocolate. It's Chocolate Supreme. I'm guessing this is what they just call like their normal one. Their normal hot chocolate mix. So let's try it. Jeez, this one is hard to open. Commenting on this packet is certainly not. It's my least favorite packet of them all, because it's so hard to open. I understand that these are sold single, so you kind of have to protect them out of store, so I get that. But just beware. With this one, you most likely will have to use scissors or like a knife or something to open it on up. But I guess, if you're just buying the single thing, that makes sense. So Chocolate Supreme. Maybe this one will have a whole lot of flavor in it. I don't know. Looking at the mix, it looks lighter than all the others, despite being called Supreme. It's got a different smell to it too. I guess that's the Supreme smell. Okay, let's mix this up. Now this one is clumping more than the others. It has a strong smell to it. The others really didn't. This smells like have you ever been to the Hershey's, not the Hershey's factory, but the Hershey's like museum factory place in, I think it's Pennsylvania? If you walk in there, it smells like that. Like, it doesn't smell like milk chocolate. It smells like a strong version. A strong chocolate scent. One where you add a whole lot more cocoa, but not quite to the amount of dark chocolate, I guess, if that makes any sense. That's kind of difficult. Okay, I think that's good enough. Ooh. Yeah, this tastes how it smells. Now, compared to all the others, this one tastes different. I thought it would be more in line with, like, again, a Swiss Miss. This tastes a whole lot more creamy. I don't know if they have, where'd the packet? Oh, it's right here. I don't know if they added, like, dry milk to this or something. Yeah, the second ingredient is non-fat dry milk. I don't know if the other ones have that. This tastes a whole lot more creamy. And it's the same kind of milk they use with all the others. A lot more creamy, not necessarily more sugary. But you know what? I think this is I think overall, this is what a hot chocolate should taste like. It should taste like you took a pretty good chocolate bar, you melted it in there, and then you stir it up. This is quite good. You know, Land O'Lakes, you surprised me. Honestly, I was not expecting this kind of a quality out of this kind of hot chocolate. I think that this could be considered S tier hot chocolate. I would say it's better than the Swiss Miss, but Swiss Miss is probably better to get more for one price, but this is not bad at all. I think this costs like $1. It's either like 79 cents or 99 cents. But if you're out on the go or something and you need some hot chocolate, I would say get this Land O'Lakes. This is pretty good. I can only vouch for the chocolate extreme. I can't vouch for any of the other flavors of Land O'Lakes. But this is surprisingly good compared to the other ones. So I just got done testing the last two, and then my camera ran out of storage, which is great. But I will explain what exactly my thinking was behind these last two. So I tried the Beaumont hot cocoa, which is the one right here, which has a unique taste to it. It tastes very artificial, I think. It's not that it has like a whole ton of sugar or that the cocoa is like bad. It just tastes like there's a whole lot going on here. If you look at the ingredients here, you've got sugar is the number one ingredient, and then you have corn syrup solids, and then you have other stuff, and then you have cocoa, and then there's a list of like 13 other things on here, which you can tell when you're tasting it. It's hot cocoa. I'm sure if someone who was at the Mall of America or something, right, standing out for Black Friday, and someone handed me this cup of hot chocolate, I would be fine with drinking it. It doesn't make me want to go out and buy a different hot chocolate, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Like, you can tell if there's something else in here that's just a little weird. So this is a C tier. This is the Aldi version. Now this only costs like $1.50, so I understand if it is a little bit worse, but still, I don't think it's as good as most of the other ones, and it does just taste very artificial. Then the Ghirardelli. Yes, the Ghirardelli. Now this one you can actually rip open with a hand. You don't have to have a scissors or anything, which is very, very nice. And this one, I mean, you can tell this is almost the polar opposite of this Aldi one, because this one you can tell is not artificial at all. It's very much, you can taste the cocoa in there, and it tastes like there's a lot more cocoa than there is sugar, which I feel like there needs to be a good balance, like a 50% cocoa, 50% sugar kind of a thing. I think the ratio for this compared to the others, like what I want in a hot chocolate, is a little off, but you can totally tell if these ingredients are quality ingredients. Again, even just from the smell of it, you can smell if there's some quality cocoa in there. And this one for ingredients, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients, whereas some of these other, like this one, like 13 plus ingredients in there that you don't know what the heck they are. This one's just sugar, cocoa, unsweetened chocolate, soy, and vanilla extract. You can tell that it has all these things in here, because this tastes unique compared to all the others. This Ghirardelli one tastes the most unique, probably because of the materials it's using. It does just taste like you put a really high quality chocolate bar, you melted it down, you put it inside some sort of drink. I mean, that's pretty much what it is, except it's in powdered form. But this is good. But again, I feel like if you want a hot chocolate, you're most likely just coming in from like a winter activity, sledding or something. You're coming inside, you just want something warm and like with a lot of sugar in it, like something really nice. Oh, you don't really want anything really like super high quality. You kind of just want a fun little drink. So for a hot chocolate, I mean, this is good. It's certainly not bad. I think for a hot chocolate, you don't really need something that's super, super premium. So this is a solid B tier in my opinion. Again, it's really good. You can tell that it's made from good stuff. It's just, as a hot chocolate, it's more of just like a melted down chocolate versus like a hot chocolate drink. So I would say overall, probably the one that I would pick if I were just going out to buy hot chocolate would be the Swiss Miss. I think it's got a good mix of a good ratio of sugar to cocoa. And it's fairly cheap. I think it's like $2 if you go to Walmart. You get a pack of 8. And there's really nothing wrong with it. It's not like the highest of the highest quality, but it's not like terrible stuff either. It's just it's a really good middle ground. I would say like the Essential Everyday, no sugar added. Don't get this. Please don't get this unless you, for some reason, just have to have as little sugar as possible, or else you're gonna die or something. Even then, like, I would just go and get a glass of water. Why would you drink a hot chocolate if you can't have sugar? There's still 8 grams of sugar in here. I have no idea how. If it says no sugar added, it's probably because of milk. But I don't know. And then there's all these stuff. Again, it's okay. It tastes quite artificial, but it's $1.50 if you go to Aldi. So if you ever shop at Aldi a lot, it's a decent hot chocolate. It's not going to be probably the best for you, but what out of these is really good for you anyway? And then this thing that really surprised me, the non-dairy, is actually really good. So if you're lactose intolerant, or if you just don't drink milk for a personal reason or a health-related reason, the non-dairy, this stuff is actually pretty good. I would say if you're drinking hot chocolate with just water, maybe give this a try. And then, I mean, I don't think that the regular Swiss Miss is bad at all with water, but this stuff has got that coconut milk in it. I mean, it's good. It's certainly not bad. I thought this was going to be bad when I bought this, but this is a solid hot chocolate. So thank you all so much for watching my hot chocolate tier list. You know, this is just my opinion, so obviously you can go out and find what your favorite hot chocolate is. Let me know what your favorite hot chocolate is, favorite brand or favorite variety. Of course, I like the peppermint ones a whole lot. Where did the peppermint stick go? I don't even know where I put it. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Tea Time, and I will see you guys later. Alright, well, I'm going to go head out to the store to go buy some different brands of hot chocolate, and we'll see what happens. Oh, and I found this coat. I don't know what happened to it. It was lost for a while, and maybe it was stolen. But let's go. Running low. Okay, I guess some non-dairy and then some Ghirardelli. The non-dairy should be pretty interesting. Well, Target was not quite as successful as I would have thought. I got the Ghirardelli double chocolate one, and then I got the new non-dairy one. I feel like it's going to be gross, but I thought may as well try it out. Now look at this variety. Cub Foods to the rescue. I just came out of Cub Foods, and I got 2 more. I got the Land O'Lakes Cocoa Classics, just a single one, that's all I need. And then I got an Essential Everyday one as well. This one's sugar-free, so this will be sugar-free and Essential Everyday brand, so that would be something different. I did not get the Starbucks one, because the Starbucks one is like $7 for, I don't know, 6 packs or something, which is ridiculous, because that's what this is. This is 8 packs, and this was like $2. So I've never been inside an Aldi before, so I'm going to go and see if they have anything in there. Walmart I went to, no success, but this Aldi's right across the street from a Walmart over there, so I'm like, alright, well, maybe we'll go check. Only $1.49. Aldi was different than I was expecting. It was a lot more open. It reminded me of a gas station, the gas station stores, except there's an actual store. But I found this, I'm assuming Aldi brand, Beaumont cocoa. So we'll add that to the list.